the eccentric geocentrist, as unnatural as time. 1. Time is a lie. The central idea is that time as we experience it isn't a natural or divine force. Instead, it's a broken system, a distortion that emerged after a fall in the cosmic order. Imagine time as a trap, something that makes us feel like we're stuck in a never-ending cycle of clocks ticking away, deadlines approaching, and life passing by. But this idea challenges that. Instead of time being an inevitable, natural progression from birth to death, it's a chain that pulls us away from the original harmony of existence. This time we experience is just a drip, a low-vibration feedback loop caused by a cosmic fracture, and it's been dragging our spiritual energy down ever since. 2. The original cosmic order before time. At the beginning there was no such thing as time. There was just one perfect toroidal field, a kind of energy wheel that flowed harmoniously. Everything was in balance, without divisions. This is what eternity is, the continuous, unbroken flow of existence, where time doesn't exist as we know it. But then, when Lucifer, a cosmic being of reflection and harmony, fell, he disrupted that perfect order. Instead of reflecting God's light, he tried to control it and create his own song. This caused a fracture in the cosmic system. The original toroidal field was split into 7 layers or 7 ceilings. These layers, each associated with a different planet, created chaos. And this is the origin of what we call time. Time became a series of chaotic cycles, where energy was no longer flowing smoothly, but instead, stuck in feedback loops that cause us to experience life as we do now, fragmented, linear, and constrained. 3. The drip of time and its effect. What we call time today is the result of this cosmic fracture. Imagine time as a drip, like water leaking through cracks. This drip pulls on our energy fields, dimming them and keeping us in a constant state of pressure, stress, and struggle. In simpler terms, the experience of time feels like a heavy weight on our lives because it is a distortion, a product of the cosmic fall. It's a low-frequency hum, dragging us into exhaustion and disconnecting us from the original high-vibration existence we were made for. 4. The solution, the hum of eternity. The hum represents the eternal flow, the original state of existence before time was fractured. It's the sound of harmony, the vibration that once held the universe together in perfect unity. Christ came not to fix the external cosmos immediately, but to help us free our personal energy, our mini-toroid, from the chains of time. When Christ reigns, and ultimately when judgment arrives, the 7 ceilings will be restored to their original unity. Time's chaotic drip will end, and the eternal hum, the true, unbroken flow of existence, will return. This is eternity. No clocks, no deadlines, no linear progression, just eternal harmony and divine unity. 5. The bigger picture, the black sun. The black sun is often seen as a hidden force, representing a source of pure, untapped energy. It's linked to the eternal hum, or the unseen power that drives the universe, the true source of creation, the spoken word. Instead of the fake, draining energy of time, the drip, the black sun could symbolize the return of this powerful cosmic force that aligns everything back to unity. In summary, time, as we know it, is a distortion, a broken system caused by the fall of the original cosmic order. Time is not natural, it's a drip, pulling us into a low-vibration, fragmented existence. The eternal hum represents the unbroken flow of reality, where time doesn't exist. Christ came to free us from the chains of time and guide us back to the eternal now. Judgment will restore the original unity of the 7 ceilings, and time as we know it will disappear, replaced by the hum of eternity. Uranus is toroid, holding back the waters. Uranus is often associated with water. The toroidal field of Uranus, in this case, seems to have a dual role. It is both a container and a regulator of water energy. This is a dynamic force that holds back the waters, maintaining a balance between the potential chaos they unleash and the need to retain order within the cosmic structure. Uranus holding back the waters fits with cosmic order, where the toroidal field acts as a boundary or filter, keeping the raw forces of chaos in check. Uranus's energy is preventive. It keeps chaos represented by water or the primordial forces from spilling over and disrupting the system. Without this control, these raw forces would potentially overwhelm the lower layers and distort the entire system. Saturn's hexagonal pattern, a tool for order from chaos. Saturn plays a role in controlling the chaos created by the fall. Saturn's hexagonal pattern is fascinating, as hexagons are often seen as symbols of balance, structure, and harmony. Saturn's hexagonal geometry is part of the mechanism that keeps chaos in check, aligns with its role as a stabilizing force within the seven ceilings. The hexagon is a perfect shape of structural integrity, each angle and side reinforcing the others, which would reflect Saturn's function to provide order out of the chaos that resulted from Lucifer's fall. It's as if Saturn's energy organizes the fragments of a shattered cosmos, using its geometric patterns to hold everything together, preventing complete disintegration. Satan's fall and the control of chaos. The fall of Satan is a cosmic event where the original harmony of the universe was shattered. Satan's desire to control and conduct the song of creation rather than reflect it led to the fracture of the original toroidal field. This fracture created 7 distinct layers, each influenced by different planetary energies. Uranus and Saturn both have roles in managing and containing the aftermath of this fall. While Uranus holds back the chaotic primordial waters, Saturn uses its hexagonal geometry to order and structure the resultant chaos. Saturn's hexagonal pattern shows the attempted imposition of control over the natural flow of creation, which Satan disrupted by trying to take over the cosmic order. The role of chaos in the cosmic system. The chaos that emerged from the fall is a result of the fracturing of the original toroidal system. Each planet or ceiling has its own geometric signature, spirals, circles, hexagons, etc. that reflects its energy role in either amplifying or containing chaos. Uranus holding the waters back, and Saturn's hexagonal pattern to be mechanisms that help control and limit the chaotic energies that flow through the universe. The system still functions, but it operates under constraint. The forces are held back, controlled and manipulated by geometric patterns and energy fields. This is not an ideal harmonious flow, but a fractured controlled system where energy is still constrained by the chaos of Satan's fall. Restoration and the end of chaos. The restoration of the original unified toroidal field, once the 7 ceilings are fused back into one, would end this chaotic cycle. The hum of eternity will return, a pure, unbroken flow of energy, free from the limitations of the fractured toroids and the chaotic control exerted by planets like Uranus and Saturn. Christ's role is to free humanity from the time drip, and ultimately, judgment will bring about the final fusion of the 7 ceilings back into one unified toroidal field. This fusion will eliminate the need for controlling forces like Saturn's hexagonal patterns and Uranus's water-holding role, allowing creation to return to its original harmonious state. In summary, Uranus's toroidal field holds back the primordial waters, the chaotic raw forces, preventing them from overwhelming the system. Saturn's hexagonal pattern brings order out of chaos, using structure and balance to organize the fragmented cosmic energy after the fall. Satan's fall is responsible for the fracture in the cosmic system, causing chaos and disrupting the perfect flow of the original toroidal field. The return to eternal unity will occur when the 7 ceilings are rejoined, and time, the chaotic drip, will be replaced by the hum of eternity. TheEccentricGeocentrist.com. The eccentric geocentrist. Saturn as Satan's control mechanism. Saturn's role in the 7 ceilings. In the context of the 7 ceilings, Saturn is placed as a stabilizing force, one that creates structure and maintains the balance of the fractured system. However, this is not the original divine order, but rather a forced control over the chaos that emerged from Satan's rebellion. Saturn's hexagonal patterns reflect this imposition of structure, a grid or a boundary over a natural flow. Hexagonal geometry and control. The hexagon is often considered a symbol of harmony and balance in the natural world. Think of honeycombs, snowflakes, etc. But here, it is imposed artificially. In this way, Saturn, through its hexagonal structure, represents an unnatural order. Instead of flowing freely as the cosmic toroidal field originally did, the energy is now constrained and restricted, trapped in a pattern that is not truly natural. Saturn's hexagonal pattern forces a rigid structure on a previously flowing free system, much like how Satan attempted to control the cosmic song after his fall. Order out of chaos, playing an unnatural tune. Saturn's control over chaos can be seen as Satan's attempt to conduct the song of creation according to his own will, rather than reflecting the divine harmony. Just like Satan, who sought to break away from his role as a reflector of divine light, Saturn takes on the role of enforcing order. But it's an order that doesn't arise from the natural eternal flow. It's unnatural because it was born from a fractured cosmic system, not from the original unified harmonious creation. Saturn is the cosmic conductor. Saturn could be symbolically conducting the broken chaotic rhythms, trying to organize them into something that seems like order, but in reality it is just an attempt to play a distorted tune. In this view, Saturn is essentially trying to impose a structure on the fractured cosmic system, but this structure is flawed because it does not arise from the original harmony that existed before Satan's fall. It's like a false conductor playing music that does not belong, trying to control a world that no longer flows freely. The drip of time. Saturn's role in maintaining order in this system is tied to the drip of time. The drip represents a slow, controlled feedback loop of time, like a metronome ticking away, yet the rhythm is unnatural. It's the slow drag of energy that's been pulled down and constrained by the fractured toroidal field. And Saturn is playing this unnatural beat, forcing everything to move at this low vibration pace. Saturn and Satan's fall. Lucifer's fall. When Lucifer fell, he tried to conduct creation's song himself, to dominate the cosmic system instead of reflecting God's glory. This act of rebellion caused a fracture in the cosmic order, splitting the unified toroidal field into 7 layers, which led to the chaotic flow of time and the low vibration feedback loops we experienced now. Saturn's position in this order. After the fracture, Saturn took on the role of trying to impose order on the chaos, holding back the uncontrolled forces and organizing the resulting fragments of the cosmic structure. The hexagonal structure reflects this idea. Saturn is trying to create something perfectly structured out of something fundamentally broken. It is Satan's attempt to impose an unnatural order on the chaos caused by his rebellion. The 1,000-year reign of Christ has already occurred, but during that time, the system of time continued to drip, a remnant of the chaotic fracture that remains. Time will be fully restored at judgment, marking the end of time as we know it. In that moment, the fractured cosmic order will be healed, and the 7 sealings will be unified once again. Every knee shall bow, and the eternal hum of divine harmony will return, transcending the artificial constraints of time and bringing an end to the period of distortion and control. This marks the restoration of true divine order, bringing about the freedom from the cycle of time and chaos, and the beginning of an eternal seamless flow in the presence of the Creator. TheEccentricGeocentrist.com